Due to the incredible weather this summer, my garden has been so abundant and has been providing me with so much beautiful produce, including this absolutely fabulous rhubarb and these gorgeous roses that are growing, and they have the most fabulous and delicate fragrance. And I just really wanted to use both of these ingredients in making some really special summer wine. And like I say, the perfume from these rose petals is just utterly gorgeous. Now, rose petals are fully edible. You can put them in a salad, you can dry them out, which is what I'm going to do here. So I've been collecting rose petals all summer as the roses fall and using the dehydration setting on my air fryer to make dried rose petals. So for this wine, I decided to use the dried rose petals that I got along with some fresh ones. And yes, I seen this guy, and don't worry, he was removed along with his body that was in there. So this is the rhubarb, the dried rose petals, and the fresh rose petals all together. And I'm going to stew them a little bit first, just to help break them down, so the yeast has an easier time of turning it all into booze. And speaking of booze, we have to add sugar to it. About 1 kilo of sugar for every 5 litres of wine we want to make to get a reasonably strength wine, because there's not a lot of sugar in the rose petals or in the rhubarb itself. So this is what I was looking for here. I want to see the rhubarb start to break down and the rose petals release their colour into the liquid. Now, really what I should have done here is to strain the whole thing and keep the solid separate, but I just decided to chuck the whole lot in, and later on I would come to regret this, as the whole thing would explode out the top of the bottle. Ah well, we live and we learn. So the other thing I had to add was pectic enzyme, because there's quite a bit of pectin in this, and that just helps break it all down even more. And of course the final thing to add is yeast, and I went for this one here because it is a vegetable wine yeast, and here it is all ready for capping. And there's the cap and the airlock, and I'll put it in my little special fermentation station here and give it a little kiss for good luck. There's my little fermentation station with a little heater, and the heater's up full, and we left this for 6 weeks as it bubbled away like crazy. So after the 6 weeks was done, I decanted it from that into another demijohn, and this was what we were left with, this beautiful pink liquid. And after bottling was done, I was left with this, about 5 bottles plus of rhubarb and rose wine. And here are my tasting notes. It was exceptionally fragrant on the nose. It was very, very dry. It had fully fermented. There was no sugar left in this at all. It was incredibly strong as well. It's probably one of the strongest wines I've ever made, but it was absolutely delicious, and I went and had a few more glasses after this.